So let's continue with our robot and make some changes to our robot. Here I can use this cube to look at the different sides. So here I'm looking at this the side of the robot. I can click here to look at the front. I can click up in the corner to look at it from an angle, or I can hold my right mouse button down to look at it from any direction that I want. What I want to do is I want to rotate this arm so that it's not straight up and down. Maybe it's kind of pointed back a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to use this move command. Now you'll notice when I click on the robot, the entire robot highlights. When I used the snap earlier, what it does is it glues this together into one piece. What we want to do is we want to work just with the arm that we've put in here. So what I want to do is double click on this arm, and now you'll see that the green highlight is just for the arm. Now I can choose this move command to move this. Now if I want to rotate this arm around this axis here, you can see that the axis is not in the right spot where I want it. There's this little icon here called Start Orient that I can select. I can choose that, and then I can pick on this face here, this cylindrical face, and you can see it's moving the axis to this to the center of this circle. And so when I click here, I can choose Stop Orienting now, and now I'm free to rotate this arm about that point. Now if I look here, I see I've got an axis here. I can move this up and down, which is what I don't want to do, so I'll just undo that. Again, I can double click on this, go to move, reorient this axis here, and then stop orient. What I want to do is I want to grab this little handle here, which allows me to rotate. You can see I can rotate this however I want. I can actually type in a specific value here, so if I type in -45 degrees, I can type that in and accept that. And so now I have that arm rotated however I'd like. Let's continue to add the lower part of the arm into this robot as well. So here I'm going to drag this in here. I'm going to place it in place, and then again I'm going to use the snap command. I'll just zoom out here so that I can see this. I'm going to use the snap command to snap there and here, and now I have that upper arm and that lower arm now snapped in place. Let's say I want to rotate this new lower arm that I put in place. To do this again, I just double click so that I activate just this part of the arm. And here I'm going to choose move again, and again it's not in the right spot, so what I need to do is do this reorient and choose this right here, and then stop the orient, and now I'm free to rotate this arm however I'd like as well. And that looks pretty good right about there. So we'll click to accept that. And then the last thing I want to do is add a hand in here. So let's add a little gripper hand, and we're going to drag it in place. We'll just put it right here, and then I'm going to snap this one to this one. Let's go ahead and move this one as well. So let's double click to highlight just the hand. We choose the move command, and you can see that I don't have to do anything with this one, or maybe I do. Looks like I need to move this, so I can reorient this one. I can choose this cylindrical face here, stop reorient, and now what I can do is use this little slider here, holding down my left mouse button. I can rotate this around, however I'd like as well. So I'll just choose this and I'll click to accept that. So that's a couple simple lessons on how to get started with 123D design. Hopefully you can finish the robot to your liking.